All right, you guys. So I just talked to legal aid in Vermont, and well, she pretty much proved me right. She said that Vermont can do whatever they want, pretty much, even though housing screwed me over on purpose. When I had back rent, and I kept calling them. And though I have proof proving that I called them, I tried to set up payment arrangements, and they didn't bother to get back to me. That they have more of a leg to stand on than I do. And they told me that the courts are not going to hear me out because they don't care what I have to say, which nothing new. I already knew that. Vermont's that shitty and corrupt, so don't ever come here. They didn't let me have a court date to be able to get into court in the first place to say anything about it. Supposedly there's going to be a final one, but due to the fact of things, I was told by NECA that housing didn't want to follow the rules, but then I'm told by a lawyer that it wasn't, that supposedly housing sent in all the paperwork NECA needed. So I don't know. I know that they're being very corrupt and shitty towards me on purpose. So she said I'm pretty much going to have to move out. It's not a choice. So she wants me to try to cooperate with them, which, okay, but I want to make sure that when I cooperate with them, too, that I also make sure that people know that Vermont is a horrible place and you do not come here. Because if you live here, they will screw you over. And if they just don't want to do their job, then that's your problem. It's not theirs. The only time you don't have to take responsibility in Vermont is if you're some kind of person who's an official, you are in power, then you do not have to take responsibility. Then it is someone else's job to take your responsibility. Just all please know that if you're not from Vermont, do not come here. It is the worst place you'll ever be. They will have no problem screwing you over. And that housing is Royal Edge, so I mean, if they don't agree to that order, I'm not paying them anything anyways. I don't care about an eviction on my record. It'll fall off eventually. I don't plan on getting another apartment. I plan on traveling regardless. And then by the time I'm done with that, I'll buy my own house. So, I mean, I don't care about renting again anyways, but if they're not willing to be something that's their fault, then I mean they're losing out anyways. It's their own fault. I tried to call multiple times to set up a payment arrangement so they weren't losing out on the money, so they could have the money, and it was something they didn't want to do. So that's not my problem. So if they're not willing to wipe out my rent and let me agree to move out, then you know what, they're not getting rent regardless. So this court is corrupt. They don't care what you have to say. They don't listen. They only care about if you're in power, then they'll listen. Just remember that. Don't ever come to Vermont. They're no good.